Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be playing some Ugin, some mono white, mostly artifact Ugin, but we're going to be the bad guy here because I think this can actually work, and I think we only have to replace one card to make it rotation ready. So, let's talk about it. Starting at the top, we're going to play some Authority of the Consoles because we do have to slow the opponents down, and a little life doesn't hurt. Ghost Vacuum, obviously, because there's a lot of graveyardy things we want to deal with. Get Lost is just a catch-all removal spell to buy us some time. We do have some Maze Mind Tome. Great card, gets us some life, lets us dig a little bit deeper. Now, the one thing we may have to replace here is Temporary Lockdown, but I think this deck can get by without it. But I'm still going to call this rotation ready because it's just one card. Technically, two cards. Haunted Screen. This is a card I think people have forgotten about, but it does give you whiter black mana, so it works here. And then late in the game, we just spend some mana and turn it into a 7/7, so it gives us something else we can fight with. Of course, Day of Judgment to sweep the board. A couple of white Aura Sight from Fantasy Flight. This is actually, ooh, that rhymes. But this is actually a really cool card in the fact that it can get rid of any type of permanent we need to get rid of, but gives us mana to ramp up to our big spells. Speaking of which, we do have some Hedron Archive that gets us a couple of mana, but does get us cards later in the game. We're going to play some Spectacular Pile Up because, well, we're trying to play rotation ready, but also later in the game we could cycle it if we don't actually need it to sweep the board. We do have one Might Stone, Weak Stone, but I think that could also be turned into a Sire of the Seven Deaths. I don't think we'll actually need it, but we'll see. If by the end of the video we don't, we'll just go to a third Sire here. And then, of course, for Ugin, because that's why we're playing this, because Ugin's the bad guy, right? But yeah, at the end of the video, because you should watch to the end of the video, because that helps, in the description, we'll have a link that takes you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor, where you could download this. And if you're going to buy any cards, don't forget to check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. That's TOAMagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON, DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on your whole dang order, and that's always awesome. For now, though, let's go see if our opponents hate us for being a bad guy. Ooh, okay. We don't have any ramp spells, which is a little tough. You want to have some mana artifacts, but... or at least a Maze Mind Tome, right? But we have an early removal spell. We have Day of Judgment. We'll see if it matters. But we shall see. Playing against Serendipity. Such a pleasant name. As I play such an unpleasant deck. Okay, there's a Maze Mind Tome. I don't love that they're probably going to play the dude that gets a token for attacking, but we're just digging for mana here. I'm assuming they're just playing mono Red Goblins. Yeah, not the dude I thought they were going to play here, but still good enough. Alright, let's go dig in. We will take that. That's very good for us. I actually like this a lot, because now we can kill the Horde Master and not give them a bunch of extra value to replay dudes on the next turn. Howl Squad Heavy is fine. Not grandly acceptable, but we will take it. Sure. Alright, we take some damage here. And then we scry. Second Day of Judgment. You know, I actually don't mind that. Let's go ahead and just wipe some things out. And then we have 4 life coming in another turn, which is good. Well, let's just see what they do here. Alright, let's scry again. Okay, I was about to say, a mana artifact somewhere along the way would make our life a little bit easier. Thank you for that. Alright, so now we get to draw a card, gain 4 life. They might make a dragon here if they have the land. If they don't, they'll do something else. Alright, that makes sense. There is a Krenko, but they don't have 4 mana yet. Yes, which, honestly, they probably have 1 in hand. So, it's whatever. And I'm kind of hoping here... well, alright, so they're just giving the dudes haste, or pumping them up. That's fine. Alright, so let's get an untapped land in one of our next 2 cards. That would help a lot. That is not it, though that is reasonable. Can I do that? Nope, that only leaves... oh, that does leave 4 if we want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. So now we can 1v1 with Ugin next turn. We like those situations a lot. And we should start locking stuff up here pretty easily. Gaining life, get a card. We know we already have a backup Ugin, so everything's all set. We can also make blockers with Fountain Port and all tons of life. Yep. Let's go ahead and draw. Didn't find anything. Let's go ahead and wipe some stuff out. Play a land. And the turn. Here comes our dude. Oh, nope. I thought that was actually going to be, what's his name? Krenko. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even if we get rid of that? Yeah, okay. I was about to draw a couple of cards there. Ooh, this is ugly. Let's mulligan. That hand was way too slow. This one's kind of slow too, but at least we have some stuff we can do. This is where we just want to hit, like, mana artifact, Ugin, right? Just roll right up to it. Okay. Got a Maze Mine Tome. That's not a bad thing. Maze Mine Tome's so good in here, honestly. Probably one of the best cards, because you don't have a ton of things you're doing early, and it can just help you dig through to find anything you need. And, you know, bonus cards never sucks. Well, rarely. If your opponent has like a Nekusar and dealing damage to you every time you draw cards, it sucks, I guess. Collector's Vault. Oh, are you doing graveyardy things? I'm glad I have a Ghost Vacuum then. Yeah, I'll just take mana. I'd rather, like, we'd rather have mana artifacts, obviously, but, you know, if we gotta take mana, we'll take mana. So we'll draw a card here. We'll just see where this goes. Fortunately, we do still have a Get Lost in our pocket. In case of emergency. Let's draw. Alright, well, nothing too exciting happening right now. Opponent's going to destroy our Ghost Vacuum here. I feel like they can't do what they want to do until they get rid of the vacuum, is my guess. They might even just be doing crazy dinosaur shenanigans, too. That's been going around a lot on the ladder lately. Which, you know, there's a couple of pieces of that I believe rotate as well, so won't be seeing too much of that. Yeah, with the opponent not doing anything here, I think that's the situation. They can't use their Collector's Vault until they deal with our vacuum. So, if we could roll into... Okay, well, that actually is pretty cool. So this still leaves us mana to draw a card, and it lets us play Ugin next turn. So use it or don't. Alright, cool. Love it. Now we're in pretty good shape. Because now, well, I don't know. Maybe they have something crazy to get rid of Ugin. I doubt it, but Ugin's going to show up here and at least start... Oh, well, we have a backup anyway now, so now we don't care at all. Oh, wait, can we not? Oh, I got to play the land first. Duh. Got ahead of myself. All right, submit 0. Draw a card. All right, yeah. Now I don't know what the opponent's going to do here. We've got Ugin working. They can't put stuff in the graveyard to do any Reanimator type shenanigans. Okay, they're going to have 6 mana here. Maybe it is possible this is some type of, like, Smuggler Surprise deck. Which, if so, they would have had a chance to get us there. Because we were tapped out and not able to use our Get Lost. I mean, we're at 27, so we probably wouldn't have died, but we'd have been close. Ooh, Sire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. let's go ahead, gain life, draw a card. I think I would rather play this and then just leave available both get loss, right? Because if we do this, we can only cast one. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. No need to get too far ahead of ourselves. We can also minus Ugin next turn and just go nuts. Like, if we do that, I don't know what the opponent's plan is. Nothing, opponent? This game's weird. Not gonna lie. This feels very awkward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, yeah, sure. I'll just wait, and then maybe Ugin next turn, I suppose. We don't have to be in a big hurry here. And, yeah. Alright. I mean, if they target this, they take 7, so sure. At this point, I'm probably just going to cycle the Spectacular Pileup. This guy does not have haste for all the words it has. First Strike, Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Reach, Lifelink, Ward, pay 7. Which, to be fair, it shouldn't have haste. It already has way too much for 7 mana. 7 colorless mana at that. Yeah, I'm beginning to feel like this is a situation where, yeah, Ghost Vacuums just genuinely lock the opponent out. They're just trying to keep us from ultimating Ugin, and that's okay. Yeah, I don't know what the opponent... I mean, I guess they could get to where they can just Ghalta straight up. And then just play their hand. Well, because all Ghalta costs 8, right? So that's possible. What are you looking to do here, friend? Yeah, so it was the dinosaur deck. They were up to some shenanigans here, for sure. Alright. Yep, and there's the Ghalta. Yeah, they're just in a situation where they kind of have to go for it now. So I get what they're looking at here. Their problem is they can have the Reanimator spell here, but we target after they target. So they're not going to get... Unless they have 2 of them somehow. You know, they get another black mana and then they want to go both of them next turn. But either way, we're going to try for one during their end step. And the other during our turn. You have an instant speed? Nope. Alright, cool. Then we're safe. Oh, I meant to cycle the Spectacular Pileup. Totally forgot. I guess it doesn't really matter if we kill that or not. And just play a land. Go attacking. Ho-hum. Just doing the things. Let's tap this to play this. And I guess we'll use that to get rid of it. We're at 43, so I don't think there's anything really they could do here that we care about. So I'm just going to end the turn. This is sometimes what the Ugin decks look like. You get the right cards, you kind of have total domination over what the opponents plan to do. Like, and the crazy part is, this is a really good, fast deck, but even one Ghost Vacuum just turned off what they wanted to do. And then once we got rid of the Collector's Vault, they were kind of just out of it. Yeah, and this is what we said could happen, right? You just straight up play Ghalta. I mean, you got to have some monsters in hand. What are you working with? Yeah, why not? Seems good. I mean, we can block Gashath. Wait, you're not even going to try to take out Ugin? Really? Bro, what? Alright, so we're going to draw a card. I don't even think I'm going to do this. I mean, yeah, I'm not even going to bother. Let's just cycle this. Alright, that works. I mean, I guess I could kill Gashath. I can play this, get rid of one. Because we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. 11, 12, 13 if we want it. Don't quite... Well, we'll have 14 next turn. Jeez, this is silly. Alright. Sure. Let's kill Ghalta, I guess. I'm not even sure how much it matters. But yeah, seems like a plan. Why not? Yeah, alright, opponent sees it. Yeah, I was just deciding there. I'm actually just going to play this for 7. I was going to exile the Vaultborn Tyrant, then just draw a card, see if we find another artifact. If not, they're kind of forced into blocking or die next turn. So yeah, not how I expected to beat that deck, but sometimes you just get the right couple of cards. We're going to keep, but we need a lot of luck if the opponent has an aggressive hand here. Okay, well, they have the aggressive colors, but not an aggressive hand, it doesn't look like, so that's good. Alright, well, go ahead and play a Mazemind Tome and pass. Caretaker's talent, that's why. Oh boy. Alright, well, strap yourselves in, boys and girls. This is going to be a hell of a game. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Pass the turn. Winnable, but we're going to just have to ramp up, see what we can do. What is it? Oh, make 3 Duders. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well, kind of need to find a sweeper to buy ourselves a little bit of time here. Those things do have haste. We are basically 1 mana away from an Ugin, though. Because we have 4 + 1 + 1. So if we get an untapped land on the next 2 turns, then we can at least get rid of the Caretaker's talent, and we can just kind of figure out what things look like after that. Gets a little weird if we end up getting to play a sweeper. I'm wondering why the opponent's not attacking here and passing the turn. But if we get to play the sweeper, I guess it's worth it for us to do it. Otherwise, they're going to, if they get a land, they'll pay Caretaker's talent, pay up, so those get to be 2s, then we take 6. So yeah, I don't know. This is going to get a little weird. All right, they're finally attacking. Pass? Oh, wait, I couldn't... Why did it just... Oh, okay then. Fine. Normally it just says, like, end turn, or your turn, and then you get to hit the thing. That time it just said pass. I didn't realize what phase we were in. That's tough. Alright, things happen. Well, let's see if they find their land. Because that's obviously what they're going for here. It takes 4, right? Yeah. Okay, so the second Caretaker's talent. That's not great for us. But we take it. We draw. Okay, we found the 7th land. So we need to kill the Caretaker's talent that's already been leveled up. Where are our sweepers, by the way? We have like 5 or 6 of them. Or anything that removes creatures at all would be great here. I could go 3 mana, play Mazemind Tome, get rid of the other... Let's do that, actually. Because we have a backup Ugin anyway. And let's get rid of this. Alright. That's not too bad. And we basically can get 4 life next turn if we want it. Sure, Ugin eats it. That's okay. We can live with that. It did what it needed to do. It helped clear away the problem cards. Alright, what else we got going on? We do have to be careful, because if they get it another one... Oh, Brotherhood's in. Alright, that's fair. We'll leave the land on top. Sure. I mean, we gotta get lucky from here. But, you know, is what it is. Right, I'm going to take one either way, so we might as well risk trying to take... Oh, but it comes into play tapped. Doesn't it? Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, for some reason I thought it was tapped. Yeah. So we'll trade for one of these and just take 3 more. Not great, but we're hoping to either get a sweeper or an untapped land here. Right? That is neither of those things. That is very bad. So, actually, if we only do... 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could make another 1/1 if things got rough. All right. Still not great. Brotherhood's End was clutch for them, though. Credit where it's due. All right. We're going to end up going to 5, then down to 3. So we could get Lightning Helix tier. No, we go to... Yeah. Well, if they kill our creature, then we just take 3, and then we just die. But... All right. Well, any direct damage, we're dead. They don't have it. Okay. We're still playing Magic, I guess. End the turn? I mean, I need to get Ugin down so we can gain some life. Rest in peace is fine. We don't care about that. We don't need our graveyard. If they'd have got another one of those things that gave them the hasty 1/1s, though, we'd have been wrecked. Okay, let's draw a card. Okay. Not the most productive thing, but it will do. We need to do this for sure so we can at least gain 3. I mean, I expect them to die because they haven't been playing anything else. Oh, he didn't, though. Interesting. Oh, what do they have? Oh, what if they have, like, Sheltered by Ghost or something? That could be it. Alright, well, we'll just gain life draw. Get our life total going back the right direction here. Or at least the right direction for us. Yep, just making sure we can still play the get loss. I mean, might as well. Alright. I mean, I guess I could have saved it to draw with, but we've got Ugins working right now. I mean, you could hit a creature. Split up? Ah, that's legit. Okay, that makes sense if you have split ups in hand. We might have to start making 1/1s to fight with now, though. We can also minus Ugin. Search the library for any number of colorless non-land cards. We have quite a few. Don't know if it's worth it or not just yet. Probably is, but you know what? We can take our time. We don't have to be in a hurry. Let's just draw some cards.
I grant you a boon.
Oh, and we have a backup Ugin? Okay, now we can start talking about doing some silly things. Opponent's probably getting close to conceding here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Man, we got real low on life there, and hitting that spot where they had the double Caretaker's talent, we were close. They had a bunch of cards that could have top decked and actually got us. Okay, we're going to rock with this. I will also say this, though, about the deck. Early duresses do not feel pleasant. Is a nice way of putting that. Let's go ahead and get this Ghost Vacuum down. As much as it's cool to have the Authority of Consoles down. Actually, nah, I think I'm still okay with that. If they just get rid of our vacuum, they get rid of our vacuum. Oh, it's a Demon Wall. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so I assume they'll play their room here, because that's usually what happens. So they can draw a card, and we take damage. No, it's a Hollow Merc Siege. Oh, but you can only put counters on when you attack. That's funny. So they actually can't put a counter on it. Yeah, I had a deck the other day, and so people were saying, like, play the Demon Wall. I actually don't like playing the Demon Wall in that deck. The only thing it benefits from is, like, being able to put counters on it, but, like, once you're past that, it doesn't really do much else for the deck. I'd rather have the stuff with, like, Death Touch or Flying or whatever, you know, other utility stuff. Alright, we have 4 mana, 5 mana, 6 mana, so we're getting close to the 7 mana mark. We're working our way toward that. Well, let's go ahead and Day of Judgment. And we can get that Dread Knight, so they don't get a chance to get it back, so that's nice. And then we'll play a land. Alright. Caretaker Revenant. Don't mind that. Good card. I would love to exile it instead of killing it. Now it has ward, and then it'll get multiple counters after that, right? So we are 1 mana short. So do I just kill the Caretaker Revenant here? I guess so. Keep them from getting cards and stuff in the meantime. I can also remove it from their yard. And I can wait to see whenever they play something, because if they leave mana open to get the Caretaker Revenant, I can just get that, which I'll probably get it anyway. Paw Patch. Yeah. They already played a land, so we should be good to go there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just remove that Caretaker Revenant now. Take away some of their value. Card for you. Makes sense. Come on, untap land. That's all we want here. Just an untapped land would be great. That's close, but not quite it. Well, now I need a sweeper. Like, our needs are changing by the second. Yeah, now we just need a sweeper, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I might just draw with the Hedron Archive. I think that might be the play. Yeah, get a big attack in here. I mean, it's the right thing to do. I would do it. Yeah, I think it makes sense for us to just go ahead and draw here. This hurts. Let's exile a thing. Let's draw some cards. Oh, we missed. Is it there? Nope. Nope. So we're basically giving up an Ugin here. But I think it's the right thing to do. Let's get rid of this. I mean, we might just die next turn, though. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we don't even... Actually, I don't even have a choice. We're just dead. Well, that's not true. I could exile, like, Cecil. But then they get to put 2 counters anyway. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then they get to attack with their land. Yeah, we're just dead. We took too long to ramp up on that one. Ooh, we get to go first. Sure. I mean, might be on the double Maze Mine Tome plan to try to dig. This card's actually not a bad card for this deck, but I think since our plan is to be digging and there's a chance we may need, say, like Day of Judgment on turn 4, I think I want to just play this early. We'll see how it works out, though. And I'm glad we had double Maze Mine Tome, because if they'd had a Duress and just got 1, we could have been in trouble with the rest of our hand being pretty empty, effectively. But let's see what happens. Alright, they're scrying a lot here. Also interesting that they've chosen to play scry lands and not surveil lands. No clue if that means anything, but they are leaving cards on top. Okay, sure, I'll take it. It's also hard to tell what that means early in a game, because it's possible they're just looking for lands, right? And they're just leaving lands on top. Alright, what you got? Oh, Bitter Reunion. So we're doing Graveyardy Reanimator things. Alright, well, can we find something, is the question. Valgavoth's Faithful. Well, right now, there's nothing else in the yard that we're super concerned about. Huh, do we want the land? 1, 2, 3. We're at 5. You know what? I want to dig for something else. Even if we could find just our, like, vacuum or something. Okay, that actually works. We'll take that. That's a reasonable option. So now we can draw a card, get lost something. Like, this isn't terrible. Like, they can spend their 4 just to get a dude back. That's fine. Does it start a combat? Yeah. That is a kind of a neat way to do it, though, because if I don't have a removal spell, they get their dude, and then their dude turns into another thing, and, like, that's actually obviously really good. What do you got going on here, opponent? Oh, so you got other ways to sneak it into play. I approve. That's very cool. Things being what they are, I think we just draw here. That'll work. I'm not mad at that. Because again, with nothing else in the graveyard, I think we could go a turn and let them just get an Arden. You know, probably famous last words and all, but sure. Ooh, Arena, you were about to do me dirty. Look at that. You were going to tap 3 lands, or 3 white lands. Awful. Let's go ahead and draw a card, because we're going to lose this otherwise. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and scry. Hedron Archive. I will leave that. I think that's fine. And there's nothing in our yard. There's nothing in their yard other than the Arden, at least right now. So we should be mostly okay. And then if for some reason somehow they get rid of temporary lockdown, we at least get the Maze Mind Tomes back. And we'll have mana to Day of Judgment and then kill the Arden, so that's fine too. Rakdos joins up. Nope, just another Bitter Union. And they didn't put another thing in there. Okay, that's good. That means we have less to worry about, which is not bad. So we can do this. Then we can play the Maze Mind Tome by tapping this. And still have mana up to either draw or get lost the Arden if it comes to that. Also, depending on what they put in the yard, it could be okay to take the hit one time and then just Day of Judgment everything. Strictly depending on what it is, obviously. But right now, it looks like nothing. Trumpeting Carnosaur. Alright, well, sure. What you got? There's your Reanimator spell. But again, with nothing in the graveyard, right? Other than just Arden? Sure. Oh, they're not even using it. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Smart, smart. Ooh, now can we Ugin 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? So we could and still leave the Get Lost up. Like that. Like that a lot. Let's get rid of that. This feels pretty good considering we're doing this without our vacuum, which is what we really want in this matchup. Alright. Still just Arden in the yard. We've managed that part of it pretty well. Now it is possible they could like Bitter Triumph Ugin here, put something in the yard, then get Arden, and you know, that could be a whole thing. But we'll see. The one thing, I will say this though, when you play these types of decks, you always feel like you're having to get to the next thing. It takes a while till you feel like you're really secure being able to win the game. Speaking of which, they did have the Bitter Triumph, but they didn't have a creature to toss into the yard, so that's fine. Yeah, we just draw a card. We don't have a reason to be in a hurry here. I mean, we've sort of got all the bases covered. We can take our time. We have access to more cards coming, so yeah, we're just gonna do our thing.
One step in
And if they use all the removal on Ugins, I mean, they're not gonna be able to deal with the Sire soon. And we got another Ugin, sure.
my blood.
Let's end the turn. I mean, at some point, they gotta go for it. But we've really put them in an ugly spot here. Nothing else in the yard, correct? Yep, okay. So it would get to attack. Wait, what can this return? Beginning of combat your turn, exile target creature, and that's it. It can only get creatures. All right, I'm just making sure we didn't miss something, that's all. Because if this is just going to hit us and die, then, like, whatever. Like, we can live with that. Yeah, we're at 29. We don't care. Like, go to 25. Then what? You're going to sacrifice it for something? No, yeah, exile stuff. You got it. Then that goes away? Sure. So now they have nothing we got to worry about. I'm into it. Yeah, this is where you start to feel safe. Like, now we're going to be cycling away our removal spells. Or our sweepers, I should say. The opponent's not really doing anything here. I mean, we have excess mana. Yeah, sure. I mean, now we're just making Fountain Port tokens. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, in this matchup, if their way to win is to get Arden into something, as long as you have at least an instant speed way to deal with Arden, you're good. Or if whatever they put in the yard you can survive an attack from, and then you just sweep everything else the next turn. And we generally have enough life in this matchup, assuming, you know, you get your stuff early to buy time, that you're usually okay with that. It's not a big deal. All right. I think this is one we keep. Don't have much going on until probably turn 4, but we do have access to 4 mana, so that's fine. Not great. Let's go ahead and play this. I'm going to see if we can hold on to the Ishgard a little bit. But if it looks like we don't draw another land next turn or another mana source, I'll probably go ahead and just play it so that we'll have access to the... Well, I guess we'll have Mightstone, Weakstone anyway. Yeah. Ugh. I'm going to go ahead and play it. We're so far away from this mattering. And now that we have Ugin, we're probably going to have to try to exile things because the opponent's going to be filling the graveyard here. Oh, no. It's just Calyx. Just good old Calyx. Dude's going to be leaving us soon in Standard, but might as well get your last runs in with them. And we get to play our Ghost Factum that we just found, and we get to remove a thing from their graveyard. Look at that. So that was a strong turn. Overlord of the Mistmoor, sure. Get us some life. We will kill one of the 1/1, or 2/1s, I should say. Actually, I say that. That'll leave 1, 2, 5, 6. That'll leave us 3. Can't really do anything with that, so we Ugin next turn. Yeah, let's see if maybe we draw something and go with Ugin. This will give us the mana to deal with that, too. I think... You know what? What if we just draw 2? Nah, I'm just going to get rid of this. I was thinking I wanted to draw 2 cards instead and try to guarantee we could do things, but I don't think it's really worth it. You do have to be aware that Ugin could take 6 next turn as well from similar attack if we're not careful. That actually makes it to where that's less of an issue, so that's good. We're going to need color mana available, so let's tap that for 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why is it tapping everything? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. I'm going to trust her. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why did we not use the 2 colorless mana? Oh, it can't be used as cast non-artifact spells. My bad. Forgot that that's what it does. We've actually been casting artifacts and things with it, so I totally forgot.
I will mend
Arena was 100% correct here. Alright, so Ugin's going to take a little bit of a beating here. That's fine. Yep, seems legit. Tis fine. I mean, that being said, we're still at 20, so it's not the end of the world. Alright. But that miscalculation last turn could cost me. We'll see. I do feel like I probably should have got the cards at this point. Or instead of getting rid of something. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and pass here. We can draw with the Fountain Port since they gave us a couple of maps. We can get rid of the creatures they play here. Which, you know, costing them some mana. Legit. Means we don't have to worry about the big creature showing up here anytime soon. I'm just going to go ahead and take some damage here. I think it's fine. Oh, they actually ended up not doing this. See, I wanted to use this to hit that. Interesting. I thought the opponent was going to go ahead and try to crack the maps there. They did not, though. Let's go ahead and draw. Plains, not really doing it for us. There we go, a haunted screen. You can help. You can do some fun stuff. And yeah, let's just pass. We're under no real pressure here. They found another creature land, though. Alright, now let's kill it. Alright. You got another Overlord? They do not. Hey, we got a new follower. Look at that. Yeah, I assume they have another creature removal spell here, but, I mean, we got to do something. Oh, do you not have anything? That's crazy. Alright, well, we'll try to attack. I mean, you obviously have something. Okay, yeah, sure. Get Lost being used on those is totally okay for us, though. Let's sack one of these and draw. And an Ugin. Isn't that nice? I mean, all we have under here is Esper Origins and, like, nothing good. So, sure, opponent can take a turn here. Interesting. They're not even attempting to attack. So, we're sitting on removal spells then, right? Let's start here. So, I mean, if you want to get rid of something, cool. Take some damage. Great. Love it. Not even mad at it. Leyline. Sure. I don't even know what Leyline's going to go after. I guess get their dude back? Alright, that makes sense. So here's something fun. We could actually get rid of their Leyline, get our Arcite back, and then get rid of Calyx, which would be amusing. However, they will get to make a copy of their Leyline here. So I guess I'll make a 1/1. Oh, it's too late to block, actually. I missed the step to be able to block. Right? Nope. Okay, they're going to use it. That's fine. Totally fine if that's what they're using that on. We are good with that. I don't even know what they want to Leyline at this point, so sure. You got it. Alright. I think we're in okay shape here. A little bit of a sloppy game, but I think we got where we wanted to go here. And we're playing against cards we won't have to see soon in Calyx and Leylines and whatnot. So the fact that we're even still able to play against these is actually still really nice. I'm curious why they're putting so many things in their yard instead of getting dudes that they can cast. Like, what's the end game here that they're aiming for? Because I'm very confused. All right, I'll start here. Then have that get rid of that. All right, well, that worked. Ooh, and another Ugin. Okay, well. I mean, do I just get rid of this because? It's a copy. It's not even real, I guess. Yeah, we'll just pass the turn. I mean, actually, I say that. I should have just went ahead and played this because I can start getting their creatures. I actually put stuff in the yard that time. Oh, you know what? I know what they're going to do. They're about to play Yuna. Oh, no, you're playing that guy. Okay, well, that actually works out for us even better. We got lucky for holding on to the Ghost Vacuum. Look at that. Sometimes you get rewarded for stupidity. Mostly I say that because now I can just exile that, because we can't destroy it, but we can exile it. So let's draw first. Oh, do we have anything we can get back? We can get a Haunted Screen for 5 mana. So let's start here. Get rid of this, because that's obviously going to be a long-term problem. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'd still be able to play the Haunted Screen with this mana. So yeah, let's do that. Let's return. That's the only thing we can get. That's fine. Let's then play this. Get rid of one of these. Play a land. And do we want to draw? Nope, I think that's it. I think we're good. If they go to play Yuna, then we can get an Overlord or some such here and not worry about it too much. The best part is, I get it. The opponent has to go after Ugin here. But we're actually not too upset about it because we know we have other options. Esper Origins. I will probably get that first, because that's a thing they can just cast out of the yard fairly easy. Interesting that they left whatever they had on top. So I feel like there's some type of Yuna shenanigans ahead. But we're going to go ahead and draw with all these maps that they gave us. Oh yeah, there you go. That'll work. That should do plenty for us. Let's go ahead and just cast it. Get rid of the 2 little knuckleheads. We can then actually turn that into a 7/7 if we want to. Oh, well, or we could just play this. That's the other option. I'm down for it. Might as well just get rid of it at this point, just because. Keep the opponent from being able to get anything here. So if Yuna shows up, we remove the 2 things in their graveyard. And, oh, well, Calyx, sure. You got it, fam. So did you hold on to an enchantment? Because otherwise, that's just got to be game, right? Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, I was playing as though a Yuna was going to show up, but never did, as it turns out. All right, so I am a little torn. I would say we could, over the Spectacular Pileup, actually play something like Split Up. I think that would actually be very reasonable if you want to do that, and especially if you're worried about getting run over by the landfall decks, right? The Tifas and the Chocobos or whatever. Matter of fact, I might even make that change in the final list. But beyond that, everything else kind of did exactly what we wanted it to do. We ramped up, we had all our mana, like played some long games, were able to prevent all the graveyard stuff from running us over. So can't really ask for too much else out of the list. And again, there's only 1 card we possibly have to replace for the new standard, and I think that's actually pretty solid. And who knows, maybe we get a reasonable replacement, right? So yeah, if you want to play Ugin, this is solid. It's annoying for your opponents. They're going to hate you, but you'll get some wins. Matter of fact, had to check. 11-8 was our final record after all the games and testing and everything. And a couple of those were bad early versions. So it's probably better than that. But that's like 56%, and that's actually totally fine. So there you go. But again, y'all know the drill. Don't forget to check out the link in the description. Take it over to Moxfield. Go buy yourself over at Tales Adventure. Be sure to become a member down below to get bonuses. Check those out. And otherwise, just keep watching videos and watch them all the way through because that always helps. That's all I do for now. We'll see you next time.